The Director of Tracey Farrington Fiji, Tracey Farrington, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to all of you. Always a pleasure to be back in the West. Unfortunately, I have to go straight back today. But please allow me to start by saying how delighted I am to be joining Tracey and launching her Fiji Made collection. Tracey, ladies and gentlemen, is no stranger to the fashion industry and has been a designer since the early 80s. And as a designer and manufacturer and a wholesaler and a visual retailer, she has been supplying fashion boutiques around the world, major department stores such as Myers and David Jones for over 25 years. Tracey, your contribution to the industry, the fashion industry here at home, is actually tremendous. And we're so happy for you. But ladies and gentlemen, we're all gathered here to celebrate and showcase the creative power that turns the wheels of the Fijian fashion business. It is businesses such as Tracey's that contribute to our creative industries. And I can tell you this much, we've all had a lot of time to be very creative over the last 12 to 24 months. Over the course of the next few days, I understand Tracey with about 14 other designers will make style statements in Fiji Fashion Week and under the campaign of Fiji Fashion Week Virtual 21. And sure enough, display that in times of uncertainty, creativity can be channeled into fashion statements of a different kind. The word fashion, ladies and gentlemen, exists or exerts a pull on everyone. And to put it into simple words, is basically the style of wearing clothes, as you all know, and accessories and ornaments according to popular trends, etc., or one's own individual preferences, as you can see tonight. And it's an art of transforming an unembellished attire into one of elegance. Today's fashion has reached every house, and the whole idea of fashion is about wearing and carrying your own appearance, irrespective of the kind of clothes you're actually wearing. Fijian designers, ladies and gentlemen, like Tracey, have an open door to the internet, to social media, and to e-commerce. And as a spirited industry, they're able to build new models of business that balance partnership between wholesale and a direct-to-consumer model. The government recognizes the demand and potential out there in the digital economy also, and particularly in the e-commerce space. And I think we've had, all of us, as I said earlier, had a lot of time to think about e-commerce because of COVID. To graduate Fijian businesses onto the online platform, the ministry is actually also working with an e-commerce platform provider such as Vodafone and Post Fiji to connect Fiji-made products to markets in Fiji and beyond. The government also, in collaboration with the Reserve Bank, has partnered with Vodafone to assist a whole lot of small enterprises to sign on to the VT card, and a total of about 1.2 million has been allocated for this particular partnership. These funds will be channeled towards covering the costs associated with getting MSMEs into the VT card platform, receiving payments through internet payment gateways. And initiatives such as the VT card also, at a time where the very existence of many businesses at this particular time is conditional to their ability to break barriers and stay relevant ahead of the competition. So I encourage the Fijian fashion industry to embrace the e-commerce space. And coming back to tonight's event, I see a very fashionable man outside, Kado, I think. In his shorts and t-shirt. Mr. Slatter. Coming back to tonight's event, he really loves to make an entrance at first, doesn't he? Coming back to tonight's event, putting a spotlight on creative businesses through events such as this are essential, and supporting Fijian talent to develop sustainable businesses is a must. Encouraging success also, and I encourage all designers to be bold and design in business. In my role, ladies and gentlemen, I'm constantly reminded about how well regarded Fiji is when it comes to fashion, and the impact that Fijian designers and fashion retailers have brought to existence. Our our own different clothes that we have, our sulus and our sulu jumpers, etc., are actually quite well known overseas. I remember being in Hong Kong in a hotel one day wearing a sulu and a suit, and this Russian guy stood next to me and looked up and down about 10 times and said, "What is that?" I said, "It's our national costume," because I want one. So, as you can see, we do have a good name overseas. In culture, innovation, and fashion and creativity, we enjoy a unique advantage, ladies and gentlemen. We have great Fijian designers and brands. Tuatani of MB Designs, House of Mosio, Robert Kennedy, Kaviti Pacific, Upfield Order Designs, and also Nena, amongst others, which bring together a sense of place to create unique products. What all of you are doing here today is create an expression that extends beyond just fashion. And when someone wears one of your designs, they also wear a part of our unique culture and our tradition. And that's symbolic. And I'm sure that you would have seen the iconic Rebel Wilson also wearing one of your local designs, and by doing so she's putting Fiji on the map, and that's wonderful. And I also want to remind you of the other sectors, the other businesses in Fijians along the supply chain, from a large garment factory to a small tailor. These are Fijians you indirectly support. And tonight's launch of Tracey Farrington's Fiji Made collection provides an innovative and unique way of conveying an important message about the resilience of the industry, and which is here to stay. And so I take this opportunity to thank fashion industry stalls for persevering through the pandemic and giving us reason to dress to the nines for events when we had the opportunity to actually host them with guidelines and parameters set by the Fijian government. Although before I finish, ladies and gentlemen, I also would like to take the opportunity to thank Deborah for hosting this event for a dear friend, Tracey, within the premises. So thank you once again, Deborah, for being helping, I think, a whole lot of your friends around the West. It's an example of women supporting each other. That's fantastic to see, to enable to be doing incredible things in Fiji. You certainly are a great example for many women around Fiji. Please keep up the good work. Thank you for all of you for being here this evening and supporting the industry. And let's make some positive statements. Tonight, unfortunately, we won't be able to showcase any of your stuff out in Dubai. Unfortunately, I can't wear all that. Some may. But I wish you all a wonderful evening, and congratulate you once again, Tracey. And God bless. Thank you very much. Nadi.